Hello luxury watch lovers! In this channel, I cover the background, fundamental design features, and things to consider before buying your watch. If you have a luxury watch that you'd like me to cover, let me know in the comments below. In today's video, we're going to cover the Orient Defender 2. Orient has made some subtle tweaks to give their fans a watch that maintains the practicality and usefulness of the original, with a slightly more contemporary look. Of course, the Defender is available in a variety of colorways to suit every taste. The Orient Defender 2, also known as the Defender 2 or Defender MK2, is an improved version of the Orient Defender 1, alternatively, this model's second generation. Orient is a watch company with a long and illustrious history. The brand is particularly well known for producing high-quality, low-cost mechanical watches. Few watch brands in this category can compete with Orient in terms of price and quality ratio. Shigeru Yoshida founded Orient in 1950, and it is now one of the world's largest Japanese watch companies. Something we like about Orient is that the company has a large selection of timepieces in a variety of styles. So, whatever your purpose, occasion, or style, there is an Orient watch for you. The Orient Defender 2 is the improved second generation Orient Defender. The name suggests that we can expect something sporty and versatile, and that is exactly what we get with this watch. It is built and designed as a field watch, which means it is intended for use outdoors. And it has almost all of the classic design traits and features that you'd expect in one. It is, of course, reasonably priced, and like most Orient watches, it provides excellent value for money. In a variety of ways, the Orient Defender 2 improves on the previous generation. Not only has the design been reworked and refined, but so has the build quality and, most importantly, the movement's technical functions. If you're looking for a stylish yet versatile field watch with a sporty appearance, this is a great option. The watch has a utilitarian appearance that works well for outdoor activities, and it is built to withstand more demanding conditions while remaining simple and elegant enough to be worn daily. The Orient Defender 2 is available in various models. Another great feature of this model is the variety of models available, which means you can find the model that best suits your taste and preferences. The Orient Defender Mark I was already a popular watch, and Orient has taken the success formula from that watch and improved it even further. So the Defender 2 is unquestionably a step in the right direction. Let's take a look at some of its design features. The Orient Defender 2 has a brushed stainless steel case with a case size of 42.4 millimeters and a height of 12.2 millimeters. We're looking at a lug-to-lug of 49.5 millimeters and a lug width of 22 millimeters. It has an automatic caliber f6B22, and this movement allows a power reserve of up to 40 hours. Its gorgeous dial is protected by a mineral crystal, and it has a push and pull crown. You can choose between a calfskin strap or a steel bracelet. It has a water resistance of up to 100 meters, and you can expect to pay around $330 for this watch. Here are 4 things to consider before buying the Orient Defender 2. Starting with number 1, the case. To begin with, the Orient Defender 2 has a 42mm case diameter. It comes with either a regular stainless steel case or a PVD treated case for added sportiness. The case is completely satin finished, both on the bezel, sides, and top of the lugs to achieve a sporty and tool-like appearance. The crown is relatively large and is located at 3 o'clock. There are no crown guards. This makes it simple to use while also providing a more classic and distinct look with grooves. The crown has a slightly polished finish that makes it stand out a little more. Apart from the crown, there are no polished elements on this watch, which creates a bit of a contrast, but it is still subtle enough not to detract from the overall design. The Orient Defender 2 is relatively large, but its lugs are quite short, so it wears smaller than its dimensions suggest. In terms of size, it should fit most men with average-sized wrists. People with smaller wrists, on the other hand, have been wearing this watch and have reported that it works well for them as well. The Orient Defender 2 is also not too thick and sits quite comfortably on the wrist. However, it's important to remember that this isn't a dress watch, but rather a sporty, everyday watch with a field watch-inspired design. On top of the case is a mineral crystal, and while a sapphire crystal would be nice, it's not something we can expect given the price. The crystal, on the other hand, has an anti-reflective coating that does an excellent job of keeping legibility excellent and glare to a minimum, even in bright environments. It can withstand water splashes and short bursts of swimming, but it is not suitable for diving. Moving on to number 2, the dial. When we start chatting about the dial of the Orient 2, we have a few dial designs to choose from, as previously mentioned. What they all have in common is the identical layout, as well as all of the design features you'd expect from a field watch. The dial has a sloped or angled chapter ring or rehaut around the outer edge, on which the 60-minute markers are printed. The sloped rehaut not only keeps the dial from appearing too large on the wrist, but also adds depth to the dial, making it more interesting. It has second markers printed right where the chapter ring ends, but also applied hour markers with a rectangular shape. The hour markers are quite large and have a generous coating of luminescent material on them. Having said that, the watch checks all the boxes in terms of legibility. The hands are also large and skeletonized in the center to provide excellent legibility. The hands are shaped like swords and have applied luminescence to aid in legibility in the dark. And while we're on the subject of luminescence, the lume truly is powerful and lasts a long time. And thanks to Orient's generous contribution, this is a lume you can really rely on. In terms of design, Orient has chosen an asymmetrical dial layout with 2 sub-dials positioned at 12 o'clock and 5 o'clock. Now, some may bemoan the fact that the dial isn't symmetrical, but Orient has managed to make it work well. At least in our opinion, the asymmetrical dial design does not detract from the overall appearance. In terms of sub-dials, the top sub-dial displays the day of the week, which can be useful for keeping track of, especially since the majority of people will wear this as an everyday watch. However, because of its sub-dial functions, it is debatable whether this is a true field watch or merely a field-inspired watch. This is because the dial of a field watch resin generally does not have more than a date function. The second sub-dial is an AM/PM indicator that displays military time, which is ideal for a field watch. The top sub-dial is also smaller than the bottom sub-dial, which is an interesting design feature. The Orient logo is placed to the right of the top sub-dial, which helps balance it out, and it has a small date window tucked in at 3 o'clock. Hopping across to number 3, The movement. This watch is powered by an in-house movement, as are all Orient watches. This time, it's the automatic in-house Orient caliber F6B22, which has 22 joules. The power reserve isn't the best, but it's still quite good when you consider the movement's complexity and various functions. Unlike its predecessor, it now has hacking, hand winding, and quick set date functions, all of which are extremely useful in a watch. However, in terms of movement, it is a significant improvement over the Defender Mark I. The movement is wound by unscrewing the crown and winding it from the beginning. Pulling out the crown allows you to set the date and time, and pulling out the crown one more time allows you to adjust the time. And last but not least, number 4, the strap. Depending on the model, the watch is available with a NATO strap, a leather strap, or a steel bracelet. The good news is that you can easily change the strap on your watch to suit your needs. The Defender 2 is also a great watch because it looks great on most straps, especially NATO straps. As a result, it is very versatile and easily customizable. A NATO strap is a great choice if you want something versatile and practical that fits the purpose and concept of this watch, which is a military field watch. If you choose to put on the strap, the inner part of the strap is made of calfskin leather, which is soft and smooth against your skin. The construction and hardware are also excellent, and the stitching is uniform, clean, and well done. Keepers follow suit, as they are well cut and well made. The buckle is also a standout. It's sturdy, signed, and matches the case's finish. However, the strap is not the best on the market in terms of aesthetics. The style is more akin to a casual dress watch rather than a field watch. The color of the strap, on the other hand, complements the dial beautifully, but the style, as previously stated, simply clashes. The strap is a little shiny and has an odd feel to it. It's not plasticky, but it feels like it has some sort of wax coating on it. It's also a little stiff because it takes a long time to break in and soften, but with more time, this will improve dramatically. And this wraps up my review of the Orient Defender 2. Thank you for watching this video. Nothing helps my channel more than you watching until the very end. If you enjoy this type of content, let me know in the comments below what other watches you think deserve their own video. And remember, time is your greatest asset.